Alright, what's happening, fam? L.A.R moving, still moving. That last video pissed me off, but let's talk about black on black respect. Yeah, we're gonna black on black put some respect on it. There's a certain lack of respect that we have for one another, and there's a certain respect that we have for one another. And I'm gonna say it like this: there's a part where we probably need to operate in good faith, but at the same time, I know some of us are sick of operating in good faith because sometimes good faith in our acts of good faith in our community are trampled on. And sometimes, if a person pays it forward to another person, they're not asking you to do. They're not asking you to reciprocate to them. They're asking you to reciprocate to someone else. So if somebody does something for you, you do something for somebody else when you're able to. It's not, oh, somebody does something for you. Let me get this other person to do something for me, and then let me get this other person to do something for me, and then let me get this other person to do something. No, 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 no. You're supposed to pass on the positivity, but we also have to have a and part of this topic comes from the advice show. If you're not subscribed to him, I would say subscribe. Um, he said he had a recent video that said, "Can you love me like you love the white man?" And I thought that was just dope. That was a dope ass question because he was basically saying, a brother do something to you, you hate him for life. A white person do something to you, you find it in your heart to forgive or move on. Now, seeing that you don't have to 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 fuck with somebody or be friends with them or be down with them after they screw you over. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying there's a certain part where you know we can have a amicable split from someone and still respect our culture as a whole without going at each other's heads. Of course, people gonna bump heads. That's just a human thing. But there comes a point where we have to show each other some true love and forgiveness. The same way we show love and forgiveness to everybody else, because we love and forgive non-black people way too much on a scale that that's how we should love and forgive each other first, and then we can love and forgive them when we get that part. But it's like people could fuck us over all the time, and that's the problem. Like, you know if you're in a relationship, that's part of the gender war thing. Both sides may be making points, both sides may have legitimate arguments, and some people are just outlandish. But what's lacking is the respect. Like, some people are so used to dealing with disrespect, they can't even see where the place of love is coming from, but that's a whole nother story. And other people take, for some odd reason, just like kindness for weakness, but respect for weakness, and you have to come at them harshly for them to just even listen, which makes no sense. But um, we have to have some kind of mutual respect, and with respect, it has to come with honesty, because I see a lot of the anger and resentment and disrespect doesn't come is rooted in a lot of people being disingenuous. It seems to me, it seems like people do shit and want to act like they didn't do the shit, and that drives people crazy, because you can't come to a point where you can even agree to disagree. If a person staring you dead in your eyes, being insincere and disingenuous about what the fuck they saying and doing, and then want to act like the effects of it don't affect you. And I get that. I get why people people go so hard at shit like that. But we need to get along better. I mean, even when we have, if we enemies or have an enemy kind of tone, we need to get along better. Like, we need to just, hey, me and you can't get along. So I'm going to stay over here, you stay over there. I'm not going to get in your space, don't get in my space. Bam. But when we respect people, we got to show them some love. Like, we got to let people know that they influence other people. Like earlier, I mentioned the advice show. That's, in a sense, shout out much respect, Me and Solo 2.0 or Solo TV84, he did an interview a couple of weeks ago, and I could tell him I got much respect for him because I watch his videos too. I still watch people like Lovely T just to support the channel. I'm not saying that as a disrespect or nothing like that. But like Miss Gabriella, and I'm naming these people's names because I want you to understand that there's respect for certain people, just their opinions, their perspectives, and more people need to know that. Infinite Wisdom, Chrissy, and these are, different type of channels that I just like watching, just sometimes just to watch it just because. Of course, Mr. Superboy 223, Mr. Griffin, Jay Miller Speaks Out. I think it's CaribbeanPot.com. He be cooking some shit up, man. I try some of that stuff. One of the sisters put me on the older lady. I just forgot her damn name. Oh no, I'm so sorry. One of these days, I'm gonna remember, and I'm gonna put it up, just because she's dope. She's a vegan. I think Girls Lift Too. It's the other lady, Jalissa Scotton or something like that. I watch her videos, workout videos, like T.T. Fletcher, Mike Rashid, Big Rob did it. Big Rob, him and Herc, they go at it. And I'm saying these things because, Cali Muscle, and I'm saying these things because we need to know we respect each other. That's the thing. We need to know we respect each other. We need to know that people out here, no matter, I hope I said Mr. Griffin, or I hope I said you. We need to know that people high and low, that definitely are appreciated. And there are people that I just subscribe to, watch, just even though we got different opinions, and I'm like, I can't get along with that one, but I need to at least be open to other people's opinion, especially my own people, just to respect where they're coming from. What's the old boy's name? Something Hampton. This is a gay guy. I watch his videos because he's a gay guy, so he speaks on the gay community. And if I say something about a gay community, at least I want to be able to hear somebody from that community's perspective before I just go off and ramble like I know what the fuck I'm talking about when I'm not gay. It's educational. I think home team history, I believe. But I'm saying this also because I think Chris Miller. I know I said Jay Miller because he's and Jay Miller. He actually one of the people who told me about monetizing. He actually is the only person. Actually, some other people spoke to me about it, but he was the one that just put me on to monetize your videos and stuff. So shout out to you. I never said thank you, but thank you. I don't get a lot of views and all that other shit, but still thank you. I just wanted to put that out there because that's the thing. We also gotta give props to people where props is due, because that shows y'all don't know that sometimes people message other people and people support other people whether you like it or not. Like I watched the Zoe What show, Zoe What Morning Show on YouTube, Um, I got that from watching 5150, and that is Corey Holcomb just makes me laugh. They whole show crazy or whatever. Yes, I watched Tyreek Nasheed definitely. You know, Robert Perkins, I watched him too. Um, but I'm not gonna dislike anybody. Excuse me. You know, and I watched the controversial cast too. I've watched Tommy Sotomayor. I've watched what's your boy's name? He from the Shy too. Mr. Monstrosity. I've watched David Carroll and Kwesi. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and act like I don't. Well, I try to watch the wide variety of shit that I can. And even though, and I'm not just saying this because I just brought up their names, because they say things that make sense too. So I'm not gonna say, oh, just because they're controversial they don't make no sense. That's bullshit. But I also just will say that, you know, in a sense, some of us on YouTube are getting it to the point where we get that we don't have to always be kumbaya hand in hand, but we have to have a code of respect for each other. And and that's part of the reason I'm putting this video out and and saying these names and stuff, because um, it's not a big deal. Like you creating beefs doesn't make sense just because. Like, fuck out of here with that shit. Like, make your content. People like me are gonna watch it as long as it's good content. I don't care. Like, I don't care if you talking politics, talking news, talking relationships, talking fitness, talking food, talking cars, sports, because I'm into boxing like a mug, and yeah, and Boyce Watkins and Umar, I watched them too. Sorry, uh, but at the end of the day, all the shout outs. Tay Marie, I remember you, girl. You know, but we really gotta respect, and we gotta put some respect on the way we respect each other. I'm gonna leave it at that because this is like 12 minutes. Man, I'm tripping. I'm out.